1, 2, 3, 4. Hey guys, and welcome to the first verse tutorial. Now, what I'm about to tell you is some really important music theory fundamentals in regard to rhythm. And it's really important that you listen up because it's going to make the whole learning experience much easier. Now, what we have there in the 10th bar, the first note is what we call a quarter note, and it takes up one beat. If we were given a bar that takes up 4 beats, which is a 4x4 time bar, because a quarter note is one beat, we will have 4 within that bar. Now, an eighth note, on the other hand, takes up half a beat. So it will take 2 of them to make the same duration of a quarter note because a quarter note has one beat in it. Will mix up one beat. Therefore, if we were to fill in a 4x4 time bar, in other words, a bar with 4 beats, we would therefore get 8 eighth notes inside it. And when we're counting quarter notes, we're going to be saying 1, 2, 3, 4 with just down strums. And when we're counting just eighth notes in a 4x4 time bar, we're going to be saying 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So notice every time I'm saying a word, I'm doing a down strum. And when I'm saying the word and, I'm doing an up strum. That's why every time I say a word with just quarter notes, I'm doing down strums. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And when it comes to eighth notes, I'm going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. With every time I'm saying a word, I'm a number going down. Every time I'm saying the word and, I'm going up. Okay, let's get to it. So we're going to be doing the E power chord. And if you don't remember, we want the 6th string and the bottom 2 strings to be muted. And altogether, you should get the sound. That's what you should be getting. Now, for the right hand, we're going to be just placing it above. So we're not going to place it on the strings, but we're going to place it above the area in front of the bridge within the bass strings. So just above, and we're going to rotate our wrist to play the power chord. And after we rotate, we're going to place our hand on the position that our hand was above on. So we're going to rotate, place it on, and then we do the palm reading. So it's going to be like this. Now, when it comes to the counting, we want to make sure that we count right and according to the note that we're given. So we want to say 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So that's how we do it. Now in the 11th bar, it's going to be the same pattern, but all we're doing is just moving our shape down towards here. So we're going to be saying the same thing again. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 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 So when we're playing, we're going to be going like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and. But we're not going to do anything on the 4 because the 4th count is occupied by that 8th rest. And remember, when you see a rest, there's no sound at all. And that means we want to do that little thing where we just lift off the string with our fingers. So we relieve the pressure as soon as we get to the 4th count. And after the 4th count, we're going to say the word and, while doing an up strum. And when we're doing that, we're going to make sure we do that chord where we just bring a finger down a string towards yeah, over there, and that'll be just the 6th fret on the 5th string, and we're gonna do an up strum. So it's gonna be like this: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now you may have noticed I kind of broke some rules in regard to the way we strum. So you know how I told you when we say the word and, we do an up strum, and when I say the word, when I say number, we do a down strum. I didn't do that when it came to the second power chord that came in the 12th bar. So you know how it's like 1 and 2 and 3 and? I said the word and I did a down strum. So that's where we kind of break the rules. So just remember, in general, you follow that rule that if it's a word, if it's a number, it's a down strum, and if it's the word and, it's an up strum. So just remember, that's in general. It's not all the time, because sometimes we gotta make exceptions so we can be comfortable when we play guitar. Because if you're just to do like, it would be kind of weird if you did an up strum on the word and. So 1 and 2 and 3 and. You could do it that way. There's nothing wrong with it, but it could be uncomfortable and unnatural. And also notice how when I said the word for, we didn't do a down strum, even though we were not playing a note. And that's because if you were to do a down strum from that 4th, 8th note, the one with the power chord, and then quickly do another one again, it would be kind of weird. So that's when we also made that exception. So you just break the rules of that concept I said. So just remember, it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, now the next bar, it's gonna have 2 chords. One of them being the E power chord, and the next one being what we call the B/D sharp chord. And what we're gonna do, we're going to, so when we're switching from this chord to this chord, we're gonna bring the index finger down. We're gonna switch these two, we're gonna exchange the strings that these 2 fingers are on. So the ring finger is gonna go on the string that pinky's on, but it's gonna go a fret down. So it's gonna kind of move diagonally. So it's gonna move here on the 8th fret on the 3rd string, and all the pinky's gonna do is just move towards where the ring finger was originally. So I'll go over it one more time. So index finger moves down to the 6th fret on the 5th string. The ring finger just moves diagonally to where the pinky was. The string the pinky's on, and just a fret down. So on the 8th fret on the 3rd string, and then the pinky is gonna be on the 9th fret on the 4th string. So where the ring finger was originally when we did that E power chord. So yeah, that's how you transition. So from here to here. Okay, so this is how we're gonna do it. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Again. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Last time. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So remember, when you're transitioning from this chord to this chord, you want to make sure you're nice and relaxed, and sometimes if you can, maybe just rotate the wrist in a way that can help it become more comfortable. So there's that option too. Okay, now we're gonna be on the 14th bar, and we're gonna be on the 4th fret, and we're gonna do a power chord shape from there. The 4th fret, on the 5th string, and we're gonna do 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Then we're gonna do the 15th bar, so that's gonna be our A power chord, and we're going to just do the same thing. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And then the 16th bar, we're just gonna shift it up. Same shape, shift it up twice to this, starting from the 7th fret on the 6th string, and we're gonna go do the same thing. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Now the 17th bar, we have a note called the dotted minim, and that takes up 3 beats. So what we're gonna do, we're just gonna do 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then we cut off the sound from there. So do one more time. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and that's basically it for the first part of the first verse tutorial.